Hey, how you doing? Bear with me. Sorry about the voice. Hmm. But there's a couple things I gotta say. I really do. Now, I put Let's Talk because people don't understand the gentrification of communication. Not only communication, but understanding what they're doing. They understand it, but at the same time, they're ignorant. Their ignorance is like, I don't know. It's amazing when you can ignore every aspect of your life just to please other people. You see, when I was younger, I developed this thing called, being diligent, being loyal, but also having respect, communication. Not only communication, but you have to trust in your gut. I'm not feeling too good at this point, but you know, me, I first time me taking my antidepressants. Like I end up taking my antidepressants, the ones that I was scared of, truly, truly scared of. So first time taking those, I took those, and I took my medication for anxiety because I suffer from anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Took my blood pressure pills and everything else, but that's beside the point. When I say let's talk, let's talk. Where is the value in a relationship? Where is the value in life? How can you it go both ways, men and women, not just women, men and women. When you put yourself in a situation that you keep putting yourself in, why do you keep doing that? Why? I guess the reason why is because you enjoy the fact that it bothers that other person, you know. And I call people like that selfish, self-centered, because they only worried about self. You're not supposed to be worrying about self, you know. And I think back on what my godmom used to tell me. My godmom used to tell me a lot of things. She used to tell me, she like, yo, Dave, there's gonna come a time you're gonna meet a woman that's gonna be into you, and she's gonna be there for you emotionally, mentally, physically. She's gonna understand the need to be there for you, even if you're distant. Now, again, I might not be the perfect person. I have my flaws and all, but I would never leave someone on red. Basically, I will never have a person just waiting, because any like Ohead said, this is not my saying. Like Ohead saying, communication is key. But also, I had a flashback to when communication is one of the key elements in a relationship. Love, respect, honor, especially that respect thing, it's always needed. Trust, honesty, always needed. There's certain times in our life, my throat, there's certain times in our lives where you have to sit back and be like, yo, What the fuck am I doing? What the hell am I doing? That's why I'm humble enough to realize that when you when you speak the truth, some people don't want to hear the truth. Some people just go off their own incontinence, basically. To feel and to understand where a person is coming from, you gotta walk a mile in their shoes. Each and every day, there's always gonna be there's always gonna be that one thing. See, this goes for the fact that when you're supposed to do something that you're supposed to do, you're supposed to do things you're supposed to do, but yet you letting it lax. I have never seen, well, I've seen a lot of them. I seen, like, I'm gonna say, 19 years ago, I seen this guy. He was in a good relationship. The only thing his wife wanted, only thing his wife wanted was communication. She just had her tonsils out, and she needed him. What'd he do? The nigga rolled out with his friends. See, the selfless act was in he wanted to communicate with her. No, she wanted to communicate with him, but he went off with his damn friends. He paid her no mind. He shot her a text here and there, here and there. And she kept asking herself, why is this the type of man like this? Are all men like that? When you have a diligent life force and a diligent reason to do what you do, sometimes your ignorance and your sneakiness and just all in all, what why would you do it's basically what would you do and why would you do the thing that you did. See, people think it's all Gucci. It's never all Gucci when it involves everything you work for, especially kids. Kids are involved. If you're a fucking parent and you out, I don't care if you're out with your homeboy, your homegirl, and you got kids, yo. Whatever you do in that damn household, those kids will know. You think they're gonna keep your secret, but they will never ever keep your secret. But truth be told, uh, truth be told, with every element, what would you do? What would you do? Like honestly, what would you do? What is the reason why you put yourself in those positions? What is the reason why she put you in a position? What is the reason why he put you into a position? And when a female tells a guy, "Oh, that's my friend," when a guy tells that female, "Oh, that's my friend," so you'd rather hang out with your fucking female friends or your male friends, whoever, instead of kicking it a day with your man or with your girl. So you telling me that your friends comes first and your dude or your girl come last. I'm just saying. I shouldn't be talking right now because of my throat. Reason why I took my man because I had to. My blood pressure was up. Now it's down. I had to take my anxiety medication because my anxiety acting up. And I took that one pill because depression was a factor. But sweetheart, are you ready to go home? It's 11:41, baby. Sometimes you really have to peel back everything. You're so welcome. You know, out of everything I did right in my life, I have never put anybody on a back burner because that is the wrong thing to do. When you choose, it's not about people telling you what to do or how to do it. It's how you actually went out on doing it. It's not a controlling situation. It's about, hey, listen, have some, some decorum. You feel me? I was in another live, I forget, a couple weeks ago. My homeboy stopped by and we ended up doing this live. And the live was basically about men and women, the conflicts of relationships. Good evening. The conflicts of anything. Relationships supposed to be the strongest thing out there. Nothing's supposed to come between that. Most people put other things before that. That's why relationships fail. That's why there are always arguments and debates. That's why it's a hard nut to crack. Especially in these days and age. You got some women that think that what they're doing is okay. If you was to speak to an older, wiser woman, an older, wiser woman will sit up there and tell you, listen, a man can only put up with so much, but also a woman can only put up with so much. Y'all have to agree to disagree. So it comes in the text is why put each other through hell when you know the outcome of the situation? This medication got you know, my voice is pretty good for the most part. BS. I doubt it. But the crazy part is You have to prioritize. We all have to prioritize. We all have to do that. Like, I give you an example. There was this couple who was in this relationship, and they live in Chicago. Both of them live in Chicago. And all through the relationship, the woman was like, "Listen, don't you do this, don't you do that." She wasn't telling him what to do or how to do it. She was telling him because of his past experience, because of her past experience with female, well, because of her past experience with males, things never work out to what they expected. He was like, "What you mean?" She was like, "Listen, it's okay. You go see your friends every once in a blue, But when you constantly making a thing of it, all right, you don't see them one day, but you see them the other day, and then you don't see them the other day, you see them the other day. That's like you're more into them than into us." And he was like, "No, babe, it's not like that. It's not like that." And she's like, "We will see." So, for the second time, she asked that same question. Why is what acting up? She was like, "We'll see." So, through that whole entire thing, yeah, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So she started looking at patterns, and these patterns were crazy patterns because he started to spend more and more time. And she was like, "Hey, babe, listen, why is it that you spend more time with your friends than more time with me? Why is it that you can conversate with them, but when you over there with them, you don't talk to me like you used to?" He's like, "Well, things, we talk, we get lost into movies and stuff like that." And he's like, and I quote this: "I understand they're your friends." No, she said, and I quote this: "I understand they're your friends, but at the end of the night, you're not in a relationship with them. You got free range to do anything you fucking want. But at the end of the day, if this relationship is willing to work, you got to stop putting me on a back burner." Because she felt like she was on a damn back burner because his friends always came first. Always. And I'm like, and I'm sitting here, I'm listening to the story, and I'm like, damn, it's kind of fucked up to get put on a back burner because people want to spend time with friends or family, male or female. Why not be on the phone with them the whole entire time that they're there? Why not? Why not keep a conversation going when you chilling with your friend? It's not a sign of disrespect if you're on the phone with the person that you're in a relationship with. Hell no. It's showing that person that no matter where you at, you're going to be in communication with that person. Why is it so hard for some women and some men to do this? An older person told me that, hey, they probably doing something they're not supposed to. And I'm like, you know, at some time in my actual life back then, I would actually believe that. Yes, some relationship had trust issues. Some relationship have commitment issues. Communication is one of the top things to have in your relationship. You gotta stop putting motherfuckers on a back burner just to please your fucking curiosity. Understand this. Relationships are supposed to be a building foundation type thing. But when you're constantly, when you're fucking, when you're fucking constantly you at your friend house or you're not at your friend house, you're on the phone with your friend, you're texting your friend, you're hitting people up through Facebook, you're on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on this, that, and the third. Those are relationship killers. Men like to be with women, and women like to be with men that they will pay them attention. When a woman don't pay a man a certain amount of attention, that man is going to get that attention that he should have from a woman that say she loves him from another woman. Conversation, communication, and not putting he or she on the fucking back burner. Because in any way you put it, it's straight disrespect. Oh, I'm over my friend's house. I'm doing this, that, and the third. Some dudes be doing that. I'm doing this, that, and the third. But yet, you have a woman on your phone that you can pick up and call or text anytime. Check up on her, see how she doing, talk to her, give her conversation. My thing is why women and why men does that. Is it because what their friends saying and doing takes precedence over that? That's what gets to me. Because when I hang around, it doesn't matter if I hang around friends or not. I'm still that's what I've been trying to tell you. But it's like a misunderstanding between very interesting. You want to know? But now we can have a conversation. My anxiety start acting up big time. Then my depression started to kick in overdrive. Then my blood pressure started to spike. And I'm trying to figure out why. I thought you were going to text me and be like, hey, babe, is everything cool? I got a bad feeling. What's going on? Let's talk. But Mama Bear didn't do that. And that's okay. I know things come up. But through the turn of the century, you you realize that you ain't nothing but a stepping stone, only on call when they want to talk to you. And God forbid you find out what they really do over their front house. Right, true story. You got so many secrets out here that that's why that's why most men and most women are very concerned. A good woman will stay in constant communication with her dude. A good man will stay in constant communication with their woman. Period. No matter what they're doing, always. Because you know what that shows? It shows communication. It's called being diligent and knowing that, hey, yeah, I'm in a relationship. My baby come first. Fuck friend. My baby come first. Do you have females to do that? Do you have males to do that? It's hard to say because they get so caught up in conversations and getting so mesmerized by what the friend got going on in that house. I was in a situation like that before. Mm. This is how I treated it. No, I'm not being smart with you. Reason why I took all that because everything started acting up. That's all. My blood pressure shot up. That triggered my anxiety. That also triggered my depression. So I had to take my medication. 12 o'clock. But anyway, um, when it comes to that certain thing, you actually have to be like, they be like, no, I need to breathe. I need some time. You need some time. You need some time to yourself. You need some time to yourself. How is it time to yourself when you're constantly doing whatever you're doing? It's not called being. It's not called telling a person what to do or how to do it. Fuck that. No, it's not. It's all about being secure. It's all about being thoughtful, not selfish. It's all about not putting people on the back burner because it's 11 o'clock. So it's 12 o'clock over in Philly. It's crazy. Each and every single day, when you think about it, doesn't make sense. Does it? Is it a reason why that people are that ignorant or that self-centered, thinking that their actions is not going to have a ripple effect? Realize this, that forever action is a reaction, and whatever is done in the dark will come through the light. Yeah, it's 11. It's 12 o'clock in Philly. 12:01. Let's see. Let's see if everything's everything. And it's a real talk. Sometimes you just have to give a person enough rope to hang themselves. So when you have enough, you can tell them why. You can actually speak the language they actually been giving you. Like, and they think it's cool. I'm not speaking about me. This is not about me. First of all, wasn't being smart. I was just telling you, me and you usually feel these things, correct? See the woman, you see the woman that I know that I'm in love with usually can feel when something's out of place, when something's wrong with her man. And no, I'm not being a smartass. That wasn't a smart comment. And I like when you said you don't need to wait for me to freaking ask you. You could talk to me about it. Can I? So now you're being smart with me. All I ask in a concerned way and being nice, saying, I think, don't tell me, then it's ain't my business. Don't ask about it. I'm gonna keep your mouth shut. And yes, I looked at what I said. It's not a smart comment. But anyway, um, sorry about that, folks. It's not about me. I'm trying to maintain my composure. And it's raining. Hey, sweetheart, just be careful out there. It's raining, and it's like 12:07. So you was gonna leave a little bit earlier, like you said you was, but you didn't. But it's raining. I hope you got something to keep you from getting wet. But anyway, I learned how to just accept it. I mean, if it's if it's on that time clock where you have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, hey, then all means go ahead and wait. I'm I got my medication in me. I'm feeling right with acid and ingestion. But I tell you what I do feel. This is me. I feel depressed. I feel anxiety. I feel sadness. You know, depression, it hurts. And when you don't have nobody to talk to about it without them being oh, it's your fault you're depressed. No, it's not. Josh Prey was saying something about people that actually have depression. And these are feelings and emotions that we have. The only thing we ask is for people to be there for us when we need them, not shut us out every chance they get. That's no way to help people. It is no way to help people at all. When you understand about depression, because people talk bad about it, like, oh, you need to speak to people or you need medication. Beyond medication, you need to speak to people. You need to talk to people. Two thought therapists. But then your therapist be like, yo, talk to your family. Some of us, we can talk to our family about it. But it's good to talk to someone that we're actually with that's going to sit down and listen without giving negative feedbacks about it. So you got depression, you got stress, you got anxiety, you got PTSD. I have all that. I have all that. Blood pressure problems, heart problems, you name it. The stress factor
Quick
is
fun fact, I just found out that Chick-fil-A sauce can kill you. because the ingredient it contains it has EDTA, which is basically what dentists use for root canals.
Ah, wow.
So basically, and if you eat EDTA, it basically causes diarrhea, low blood pressure, death.
Oh, that sounds
So
like
you
fun.
so you're not
I gotta get some of that.
no, don't eat the Chick Fil A sauce because it's actually in the Chick Fil A sauce. So yay!
Awesome. But that was my niece. One of them, one of seven. Um, but my voice is becoming crappy again. So I mean, but with everything going on in this world, yo, you gotta realize things are not the same. Things
Quick
are not the same.
newsflash. Just don't buy the bottle of Chick Fil A sauce because that contains a lot of EDTA. But in the small packets, the small packets of Chick Fil A sauce that they use with your food, it still contains EDTA, but in small amounts. But still, it's a dangerous chemical. So yay!
But anyway, um, yeah, that's about it. Um, I'm gonna go rest my voice, and just thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I hope that helped with anything. But if you have someone in your life and they always put you on the back burner because they were your friends, because they were their friends or hanging out with family, and they don't do the usual things they do, that's a problem there. That's something that they have to figure out. And if they don't see it's wrong, there's something wrong with them. Again, this is your boy David the Night Wolf Jr. Stay blessed. Oh, and remember,
Ow!